to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. You're responsible for your own trades. Always do your own research and trade at your own risk. All right, guys, let's hop into the chart. And Bitcoin is starting to get better here. We're starting to get bullish. We're starting off here with the weekly chart. The stochastics here are toppy. They're starting to curve down, but you never know. We might be able to continue to drag here. This RSI here looks like it's rolling back up. We are far away still from the 21-day moving average. It's not too bad. It's at 94,420. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is at 105,664, and it is 3 p.m. Eastern time. Now, yesterday and the day before, we had a big, gigantic red candle here, and now we are waking all the way up, and this candle is actually turning green. Tomorrow, Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern time is going to be very important to see how this weekly candle is going to close. We're coming from 7 candles in a row being green. We got one red one last week, and if this one turns green, it's going to be pretty good. Now, I wouldn't get too excited, obviously, until we could get a green candle above these wicks here, because then that means we got an all-time high. But if we could close green here and this starts to get more straight, this could start turning more into a flag pattern here that could break us out. So that's what I'm hoping for. We take a look at the 3-day chart. Stochastic still on the way down. We're close to the 21-day moving average, and we're getting right now a green engulfing candle, even though this candle closes in about a day and 5 hours. So we still have to see how that one turns out. And the 2-day stochastics are starting to get very low. Soon we're going to start turning back up. Another green engulfing candle, and we're above the 21-day moving average. The RSI is also pointing up, so this is looking bullish to me as well. Now on the daily chart, we are below the 21-day moving average still. The stochastics are low, the RSI is pointing up, but the 21-day moving average here is at 106,557. So we're less than $1,000 away from catching up. Maybe today could be the day that we go above the 21-day moving average again, or possibly tomorrow, but it looks like it is in the works. We did have a bear flag here that brought us all the way down to the 50-day moving average, like I was telling you guys, and I said once we touch the 50-day moving average, I feel like we're going to get a bounce up, and that is starting to happen. Here I have a bearish pattern, which is the head and shoulders that would break us down to the 200-day moving average at 95,251, but with the stochastics low, RSI coming back up, and we're getting these green candles, unless we reject from this 21-day moving average, maybe this head and shoulders not going to play out. Instead, what might be playing out is this bullish pattern of a falling wedge, and as you can see, it's already breaking out, and this falling wedge takes us to about $112,000, which would be the last all-time high. And also on the daily chart, like I was telling you guys for a couple weeks already, we have the golden cross here. This ends up being bullish. Sometimes we drop into it and then we become bullish. And look at this, guys, the 80-day moving average, this purple line, is about to cross the 200-day moving average, the yellow line, and that's also going to be bullish. And soon this blue line, the 100-day average, will cross as well. So right now things are looking back bullish. On the 22-hour chart, stochastics are on the way up. We're rising up here. We are above the 21-day moving average. So this is giving me some hope that maybe we will break the 21-day moving average here on the daily. The 8-hour chart, stochastics are starting to get to the top. We still have room to move. We're back above the 21-day moving average, guys. And on a lot of these charts, I'm starting to see maybe a inverted head and shoulder head. Maybe we come back down a little bit, round out, make the right shoulder, and then we blast up from there. Take a look at the 4-hour chart. We're back above the 21-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. So now this has to get me more bullish. And again, we dip down here below, but we have to make sure that we're going to confirm a lot of candles below the 200-day moving average. And we did get a lot of candles, but they were all green. So this red one got me a little bit nervous here, this red engulfing candle. But as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candles after that. And again, this is giving me inverted head and shoulder vibes. So as long as, even if we go down, as long as we don't go below this head, that could be a right shoulder there. And now let's look at the 6-hour, a little backwards here, but as you can see, this was our line of defense. We bounced off of it, the 200-day moving average, and now we're back above the 21-day moving average. Now we're not so close. So now again, the new line of defense is this 200-day moving average on the 4-hour chart. Take a look at the 1-hour chart. Stochastics have been going up and down. We haven't really fully made it up. This looks to turn back up here, and we're finally above the 21-day moving average, above the 200-day moving average, above all the averages right now. So let's see what ends up happening. This right here looks to me like a inverted, a big head and shoulder pattern pattern here, and this could definitely probably break us out. Just for fun, let's see what the measure move here would be, all the way to like the neckline here, more or less. And if this were to break out, this would take us all the way to 109,979. I've been telling you guys we're going to be ranging between 103,000 110,000. We went a little bit below to 100,000, close to 100,000, but we bounced right back up with this V-shaped recovery, which is amazing. And let's check out the 15-minute chart. On the way up, it looks like to roll over, but we're also above the 21-day moving average and all the averages here. So right now, guys, I think I'm going to go with this pattern. I feel like this might be the pattern that plays out, which is the shoulder. We have a long head here and then another shoulder, and let's see if this is the one that breaks us out. And apart from that, even if that does not break us out, we are still in this falling wedge pattern that could also break us out. This could just be the pattern within the pattern that breaks us out. All right, guys, so overall, I'm bullish on Bitcoin again. We are above the 200-day moving average. For me to get bearish, we have to lose the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour. As long as we're above it, everything goes back to plan. So that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.